it's Jackie, and we're going to do a journal flip through like we always do. I'm sitting here with my sister. Say hi, Erin.
Hello.
And we're filming all afternoon, so there's going to be some videos. So we'll start with the first half of September in my, this again is my Fauxbonichi journal. It is made with the My Mind's Eye Ashbury Heights collection, and I'm getting really far into it. It's getting pretty chunky. And so we'll do 2 weeks that we'll look at, September 1st to 15th. So on these pages I had this hot pink tape, and I think pink loves black, and I had just bought this stencil. It's like Folk Art, I think is the brand,
yep,
of stencil from Michael's, and I wanted to use it, so I just used some black acrylic paint. And then I had these little freckled fawn puffy glitter stickers, and they were the same size, so I put some of those on. And for the first time ever, I've included a tip-in. I hate tip-ins, but I didn't have enough space. So this was a journal card that I just painted pink, and I colored in, like the love, love, love was already there, and I just colored it in with a marker. And on the back, I had lunch with my husband that day, so I just colored, there was a light blue heart on there. I colored it in dark blue to match this kind of spread, and I put in a couple pictures of a little bit of journaling and some washi tape. And then this day, I just felt like doing a list instead of doing words, so I used some Heidi Swap number stickers, and I really like the way this turned out, and I used a blue pen instead of black. I'm just so crazy. I started reading a book. I barely ever read books, and I'm trying to get back into it. And I had this little, what are they called? Citrus Twist book stamp set, so I started using that to document which pages I read on each day. So it had the little table and these little words to be continued, I said, because I wasn't done the book yet. Then we've got a Lister's Got a List page, and that was fun. Then the next one I called Wine Scavenger Hunt. My husband and I used to do this all the time, and we kind of stopped drinking wine for a while. But now we're back to having wine night every Monday night, so that means we had to stock up. And I called it Scavenger Hunt, so I used some recollection stamps to stamp out my title, and that's because we use this website that tells us the best wines that we can get for cheap at the LCBO, which is the Ontario liquor store. So I just printed out that this is kind of the map that we used to find it, and this is what we found. And then I cut these things out of some of the flyers they had in the store, Hello LCBO, and uncork something great and a glass of wine. Because I think it's fun to use ephemeras for embellishments rather than just like random embellishments, so that's what I did there. The next one's called #D&D Challenge. This is something I started doing, and I think it's going to replace Lister's Got a List in my life. If you've never heard of it, it's called Dawn Nicole Designs Challenge. I think it's a lettering challenge where every other day you do lettering. She gives you a sentence and you hand letter it, and then the other days she gives you an item and you doodle it. So I put some pictures of what I did in my first 5 days, and this is actually a separate album that I have, and I'm going to do a video. So I will show you that in another video, but these were just some of the pages that I did. So I just put some little 2x2 photos and some scraps. And then I have these journaling cards. They're Project Life. I've had them for like 4 years or 5 years. I've had them forever. And I've been trying to use them up in this book too, because they seem to match with this collection, and I didn't have any journaling cards for it. So that one says Make Something Great. The next one is called Relaxing. We spent the afternoon up on the roof of our building. We made a little nest, so I just took a picture of my husband sitting on the blanket, surrounded by snacks, reading his book, and the sky was so blue, so I took a picture of it, and I just used some cardstock to do my journaling, and just some scraps to back my photos. And these letters are made of felt, and I don't like them, so I thought I would just try to use them up, because they're freckled fawn, and they come in a pack that doesn't tell you what's in it. And so you just have to sort through them all to figure out if you have the letters you like, and it's a pain. So I'm trying to use them up. The next one is called Erin's New Job. She started working at Michael's. So I just happened to be there one day, and I saw her working, so I snapped a picture of her when she wasn't looking. And I put that in my book, and I just used this piece of ephemera in the back, and I wrote work, 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 because I love that song. A couple of gold embellishments. I used another one of those journaling cards and did some writing. And phrases like this, you can use up alphas that you're almost out of everything. Like, all I had left in this was J's and B's and O's, and I pieced together the E out of an O and like a Z that I'd cut up. So that was a good way to use up an alpha with that title. The next one was Labor Day, which is a Canadian holiday, and I just put some dairy stickers and used some gold glitter alphas up here. Just a bunch of words. I'm still reading my book at this point, so I used the stamp again, and I just used the a pen to match the other color on that page. on these days. Aren't they so pretty? These are some of my Mind's Eye stickers that I got, I don't know, it was in my last scrapbook.com haul about a month ago. I forget what they're called. Do you remember? Is it Wanderlust? Is that what these are called?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wanderlust. And I just think they're so pretty. They're gold foil, and the blue is one of the prettiest shades of blue I've ever seen. And then I just did some yellow stenciling behind, but you can barely see it because the black is so heavy on top of it. I love these pages. I decided rainbow tape deserves a rainbow, so I used this. It's a Mod Podge stencil, I think. I forget who makes it. Is it Mod Podge?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mod Podge, and I just traced around it with my Inktense, and then I blended it out. And I think it looks really cool. And I did the same thing on this side. I tried to keep all the red at the top, all the purple at the bottom. And then when I did my writing, I tried to do my writing in line with the colors as well. So I used some Mambi stickers here to do a little list on that day. I'm kind of digging bullet points lately. I don't know why. Right here I wrote, cheeses are the reason for the season. And I'll show you some other pages. It's basically a holiday my husband and I have made up that's called Cheesemas. So we use Christmas phrases with cheese-related words in it. Best Cheesemas ever. And this is cut out of an Amy Tangerine journaling card. How fun are these? I love these pages. So my sister, now that she's working at Michael's, got us a good deal on some neon inks, and I wanted to play with them, so I thought this tape was bright enough to support it. So I used a Recollections ink blot stamp set. So there's like 3 or 4 different stamps, and then I used I think about 5 different colors, and they're all ink, or they're all neon, including this long one down here. And then I just used neon markers to do my little journaling, and then I had these Simple Stories stickers from the Life with Color collection, and I thought they matched really well, so I put some of those on too. I love these pages. More listers got a list. And then we get into some more scrappy pages. So this one's called Jewelry Making, and my sister was teaching a class at work on how to make this necklace. It's called a mixed media necklace, and it basically has the word fly and feathers all over it. So she wasn't sure she knew exactly what she was doing, so she and I did a practice run at her apartment that afternoon. So there's a picture of me and her and the cat. We're making necklaces. And I had these feather embellishments I got from a Peachy Cheap grab bag, and I thought they really worked since that was the theme of the necklace as well. I used some Heidi Swap thickers. And again, I was out of ease for this set, so these are all F's that I just put an extra line on, and I don't think you can tell the difference. And then just a little journaling on a scrap of paper that I had. And then we get into Hello Cheesemas. So this is a day that my husband and I drive up to Niagara, and we eat as many cheeses as we can, and we buy cheeses, and it's just a fun cheese day. It's become such a festive thing. I actually made a separate mini album about it. It's in this little tin. If I can get it open. And I'm going to do a flip through of this in another video. So stay tuned for that one. But I also like to just document it in my daily journal, because obviously that's how we spent the day. So I gave it 2 pages because I had a lot of photos. I used this Heidi Swap. I think these are Heidi Swap journaling cards. They might be Teresa Collins. I can't remember. And then I just put a few pictures. So here we are on the road. It's about a 2-hour drive to get out there. That was what we had for lunch, and then this is just a picture of how beautiful it is out there. There's vineyards everywhere, there's blue skies, and I just love it. This was the sign that was at the Upper Canada Cheese Company when we got there. It's our 3rd year celebrating Cheesemas, and I just put the name of the winery here and just a little caption, and this is a recollection sticker. So I think those pages turned out nice. This one's not done yet. I love this green. It is so pretty. On this page, I used some gold stickers that I had in my stash for like a year. I get these at Desserts, and they're really cheap, and I never use them. I don't know why. I've got like 4 sheets of them in my stash. But I just broke them out today, and so they're gold stickers, and then I just use my Inktense, like they're outline stickers, and then I just use my Inktense to color them in. I think they turn out really pretty. And then my last 2 pages are, or no, I guess there's one more. I used my geometric neon stamp set, or my geometric stamp set from Ducraft's Paper Mania, and that one I used it like a few times in here already. I'm just like, the day I did squares, I used that same stamp set. It's my favorite stamp set ever. I just love it. So this time I used the triangles because it was like triangle washi tape, and I just did rows and rows of triangles because there's like, the stamp would be like this section of like, you know, like a little strip, and I just stamped it like twice, 3 times along the bottom, and then I changed the color, and then I also had a single triangle stamp, and I stamped a few of those too. And then just some little stickers and little word stickers. I love these pages. I think that's super cool. And then the last pages that I did, I used some of the leftover simple stories I have from my summer album that I did when I went to Halifax. I had bought the We Are Family die cut stickers and washi tape, so I had some left over with the browns in it because I didn't use the browns in that album. So I used a bunch of those here, and I think that works. And I just did a little bit of red writing for because I was quoting some things that were said. And yeah, that's it for now. So one more video on this book and it'll be done. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm still working on putting together my Fauxbonichi, and I'll show you that one when it's done. But I think that'll be my next journal. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching.